in my third year, we had started through the course of training as a student in the university. I found that there is a skill that we had been taught. In architecture, when you are designing buildings, you also create what you call models. These are miniature look of the building. If it's a building, a house, you can create using cardboard, you can create a look-alike. And I saw that skill was required in the marketplace. The architects who were running their practices in town, as part of their design and presentation to their clients, they needed to create models, scale models for the projects they did. And a friend of mine in the university he was my classmate and colleague, and later we became business partners. He was doing painting. He used to paint very good illustrations for buildings. He was able to connect some opportunities with some established firms of architects to render their proposed projects for their clients, and he was getting paid. And we had found this skill in the model making, but I didn't have a market. So he's the one who told me that, by the way, the clients he was getting for purposes of rendering buildings, and he was getting paid, we could introduce you and you do the scale models and also charge. So I found that was a very good opportunity in my third year, and I got one of my friends. We worked together. So from third year, we were now building. During our free time, we got into entrepreneurship. So from the third year in the university, we got into entrepreneurship, started going into the market, and we got opportunities to do scale models for established firms of architects. And then as a student, I had to learn how to be an entrepreneur. So as a student in the university, and having seen opportunity for us to do the scale models for established firms of architects, we had to learn how to do entrepreneurship. Because when you go to an established firm of architects and you want to provide a service, you must provide a service within the framework of an entrepreneur. You have to be able to present yourself properly. You have to have a good product. You have to know how to raise invoices. You have to keep timelines. Yeah. You have to attend meetings. You have to conduct yourself as an entrepreneur. Because the mindset of the architects who were established, they were dealing with a service provider, not a student.
Not a student.
Yes, that's the mindset. You're not a student because they are paying you. You're a service provider.
This you learned early on, or
yes.
You learned while inside?
Now, when we started the business of showcasing our opportunities to establish firm of architects, you get an appointment. This is a principal architect who is very busy doing a lot of work. You're given a time slot and a proper appointment. You come into the office and you are scheduled for a meeting. This office, he has some architects with him. He has got drawings to explain to you. He has got a limited time for the meeting. You have to have your notebooks to take your notes. You have to do the minutes of the meeting, what we agreed. You have followed with a letter to confirm. You also agree on an appointment. You need a contract. I realized, here there are no informalities. So I had to quickly learn how to do enterprise and drop the idea that I'm a student.